We want to have a big voice about how this removal of trees is going to affect the wildlife. How is it going to affect the wildlife here?
Okay, we have to be the voice for these wildlife. It's all very well people trying to save the trees, but we need those trees for our wildlife. We have koalas here. We have sighted koalas here. There are possums here. There are wildlife, as in the birds. They need these trees. You destroy the trees, you destroy our wildlife. Our wildlife are on the declining as it is. The koalas that do reside here will lose their homes. They will be actually going out onto the road to find more trees. They will die. They will be killed. Fauna Rescue South Australia, we are the koala team. There are the possum people. I have actually picked up koalas off of Fullerton Road, out of just next to this place, when they have been walking out to walk across the side to get to other trees. You're not only saving the trees for the people, we are saving the trees for our wildlife. We've got to be the voice for all Australian wildlife. Blink and they will be gone. Blink, they'll never come back. We've got to do it now.
Barry's here today and we're fighting to save the Glenside trees. How important is our voice today?
I think it's very, very important, simply because the government want to build 1,000 dwellings on this site, and if they build the 1,000 dwellings, that means that all of the trees within the zone they want to build are going to have to go. The excuse being used, and maybe part of it may be genuine, that the site needs decontaminating, but even if it has got contamination, with what they propose to build, the trees will have to go.
What impact will that have on the wildlife and the environment in this area?
Well, it'll just destroy all of the wildlife and the environment. There's at least one koala we know that lives in here. Hundreds and probably thousands of birds, lizards and other mammals live in the area, so it destroys that. But these trees produce oxygen, they absorb carbon dioxide. That's not only a benefit to this particular site here in Glenside, that's spread all across. So if we lose all these trees, we lose a very valuable asset.
Thank you for your time.
Pleasure.
Thank you, Mr. Mark Pannell, so much for coming down and supporting the Glenside trees today. What can you say to us about this rally?
Well, this land has been in public ownership pretty much since settlement. It's now been sold off for housing, and that's disappointing. But the campaign now is to try and salvage as much of the ambience, the nature, and in particular these magnificent big trees as we can. There is going to be houses built here, but I don't think the developers have made the case for demolishing all of these significant trees. 83 of them to go. What we want is to bang heads together to get the government and the developer working together to save more of these trees. We don't accept that the land is so contaminated that they have to take all the soil away. That's just rubbish. And we also don't accept that there's no room in this development for large trees. There is. So what I'll be doing to represent the residents when the Development Assessment Commission decides this application is I'll be urging them to reject it and to wait until we see exactly what's proposed for this site, exactly where the homes are going to be built, and then we can talk turkey about saving some more of these trees.
Thank you so much for your time today, and let's fight this fight. We're here today at the Glenside campus and we're getting ready for the rally to save the trees. Why is this important?
It's important for all South Australians. Firstly, because this is part of their arboreal heritage. This is a unique site that has no replication anywhere else in South Australia. We now have a developer who's planning to come in and cut down hundreds of trees in order to supposedly remediate the site from all the soil contamination which is occurring. And as a consequence, some 87 significant and registered trees, that's trees 2 meters or 3 meters in circumference, are going to be lopped plus all the other vegetation between them in order to make way for this site and to make way for this remediation.
We understand that they're planning to do this before they've even made a decision about where the homes are going to be. To me, this seems ludicrous.
It is ludicrous. They haven't even drilled down next to each of the trees to see whether in fact there is soil contamination next to the tree that warrants its removal. So not only do you have a complete lack of plans other than a general concept plan of where buildings might go, there is no approved development on this site at this point in time that would necessitate or warrant removal of any vegetation.
Thank you so much for your time today, and let's fight this fight.
Yes, definitely.